Why highly sensitive people should not consume mainstream content. So the content that you consume matters so much to your current perspective and your reality. The content that you consume and what they say and how they speak about the world at large controls your beliefs, because your beliefs make your reality. So really, they want to control your reality. The mainstream news, mainstream society likes to operate in the narratives that it spins is so that it can control your reality. The reality that it wants to set for you is to keep you in a state of survival, keep you in a state of competition with every other person in the world, and keeping you out of a state of abundance within your own mind, that there's always more opportunity for you, and believing that you can achieve whatever goals that you set out for yourself. So by adopting the reality of the mainstream, we end up with a mindset that is not favorable to you. It is to feed the pockets and attention of those who abuse the system. And by consuming content, this can even be in your own thoughts that you decide to hold on to. Everything that you consume can easily shape your reality. Especially as a highly sensitive person. How people speak about the world at large, the narratives that they push ultimately keep you in a state of survival and a lack mentality. So the whole concept with this is we want to be able to control and protect our own beliefs. You see, the biggest form of leverage that you have as an individual is your own mind. They want you to throw your hands up and give up and sort of let go of your own power and your ability to control your own mind. They want you to start to depend on them so they can control your mind. And one way that they use that is by keeping you in a survival mentality. So we all know how beliefs shape your reality. The reality from which you are mentally operating from controls the perspective of your life and the actions in correspondence to that perspective. So we want to adopt a reality that is conducive to self-love, self-acceptance, peace, abundance, and prosperity. And our beliefs need to align with the instant manifestation of that reality. And I'm gonna tell you how to stick with beliefs that you've chosen to keep within your reality. But truthfully, we have to stop believing in things that we do not want to believe in just because we think we should believe in them to keep ourselves rooted in reality. See, when we talk about reality, we have to ask ourselves, whose reality are we trying to root ourselves into? For most people, when they talk about keeping themselves rooted in reality, they are speaking about the world at large. Who controls the reality and the narrative of the world? We do not want to keep ourselves rooted in just any reality of the mainstream or society at large, because that reality is rooted in survival, competition, and lack. But it helps for them to keep you there, the ones that use and abuse this system, so they can continue to profit off of you and create prosperity within their own circle. So by you adopting the beliefs of reality, the mainstream reality, essentially you are giving your own mental power away, your own manifestation powers away, your own leverage you're giving away. Every time you are in the mindset of lack, feeling like life is missing something, feeling like you need something. Every time you look at the world in the way we're impending doom, how things are so bad and things are going down, it's to keep you in a mind state of survival. That way you never get into a state of safety and abundance. But the reality of abundance and prosperity exists for you now to be inside, because they are there. The ones that want to keep you in a mind state of survival are not within the mind state of survival themselves. And the mind state from which you're operating from controls what it is that you are currently manifesting. Ultimately, it controls your immediate viewpoint on life. So your reality is ever shiftable, which means there is not one reality that is over the rest, meaning your reality is always able to shift. It is under your command. And I know this to be true because that is the exact reason why I'm making this video. I'm someone that speaks about not letting the outside world control your inner world. But I found myself, since I've been consuming less of that content, of holding those beliefs within my own inner verse, and I've been watching more mainstream narratives about the world. And I noticed how easy it was for my beliefs to start reshaping. And man, when I tell you, this really controls your mind. It really does shape your reality. but it's not actually real. You can choose whatever reality you wish to live within and ignore the rest. So the mainstream narratives want to control your reality. The reality that they want you to be under, the spell that they want you to be under, is one that favors the prosperity of someone else. So what we want to do is we want to play within the realms of reality, understanding that we can choose our reality. It's like flipping a book of different pages, and then each page represents a different reality. We want to play within those realms and understand that we can live within our own reality. We do not have to accept the reality that the world at large and society and mainstream likes to push. But in order to do that, you have to learn how to ignore it. Because basically what it's doing is it's sending constant attacks at your own personal beliefs and trying to get you out of your own personal beliefs and to feed into the narrative. So it's constant attacks being thrown at your own inner world of what you wish to believe about yourself. And for most of us, just like it even happened for me, and I'm someone that is stubborn in my own beliefs, if we continue to consume this content, it will easily override your own system of beliefs and put you right back in a survival mind. So this is what we want. Once we decided on a belief, because decisions always come before beliefs, it's just the problem is we've been letting other people decide what we should believe in. You can decide your own beliefs, whatever it is that you want to believe in. Decide beliefs that are conducive to the peace, love, acceptance, abundance, and prosperity of your own life. So once you craft a belief that you would like to hold, your goal now is to safeguard that belief, because there will be invaders and attackers, and this is the doubts that like to come in. These are the invaders that want to attack and take out your belief and replace it with their own. Once you've stated that you would like to believe in a certain thing and you decided that you are going to believe in that thing, whatever it is, now you are the protector. You are the knight and protector of that belief, which means you do not let any doubts, you do not let any opposing opinions that do not serve you be able to destroy your belief. So I just like to take it over to the whiteboard. You know how I do. So just to explain this concept further, here we have the belief. This is the treasure of which we want to protect. As soon as after you decide on a belief that you want to hold, say you want to start to have the belief that you love yourself. Once you say, hey, I'm going to decide here and today that I'm going to love myself no matter what, no matter who tells me not to, no matter the doubts that come in, no matter what, I decided that I am going to believe that I love myself. I am going to hold that belief. Now, this is you now. This is a shield. This is a sword. Your goal is to protect that belief against the army of doubts and mindsets and narratives that want to come in and destroy this belief out of your system, that do not want you to believe in this. This is what's going to happen every time you decide to hold a new belief. There's going to be doubters. There's going to even be doubts within your own mind, narratives from the content that you consume that is going to try to infiltrate your mind and destroy the beliefs of which you created. So your goal, once you craft a belief and you're crafting all these beliefs to fit inside your reality that you want for yourself, or if you found a person online that has a reality or a belief system that you would like to adopt, your goal is to watch more of that content. Because as soon as you go back to consuming the mainstream narratives way of thinking, your belief system will get overrun. You want to be careful about the content that you are consuming, because it will easily overwrite your belief system, and in result, your reality will become tainted. You will now step into a reality that is not conducive to your own peace, love, abundance, prosperity, and acceptance. So the goal with deciding on beliefs is that you are now stubborn. You now hold faith within this reality and these beliefs that you hold. Anything that tries to come in and penetrate this bubble and mess with your beliefs, you have to reject it. You have to become strong-minded in rejecting the doubts that come in and the other narratives that try to get you out of your own beliefs. Everything that you believe, either you or someone else decided that you should believe in it. So decisions always come before beliefs. Whenever you hold beliefs, ask yourself, who decided that I shall hold this belief? because the beliefs are yours to control. And the fact that there were decisions that were made before a belief means that there were alternative possible beliefs. Honestly, we all just want a belief system that is rooted in reality. By reality, really, we mean truth. We don't like to know or to be deceived. So the reality that the mainstream likes to push on you is not actually truth. You don't always have to work for money and trade your time. Yes, you can build a new way of making income for yourself if you choose to believe in your ability to do it. Instead of thinking that you can't, always believe that you can. Whatever questions you ask your mind will give you the answers. So instead of asking yourself why you can't do something, always ask yourself why you can do it. It's all about the questions that you ask your mind and how you choose to use your mind. The thing about our free will, we have free will, which means we can believe in anything that we want, which is perfect. That's what we want to do, is choose to believe in whatever we want to believe in that is beneficial to us. But on a flip side, with that free will of the mind, we can choose to believe in things that we don't necessarily want to believe in, which means our free will can be controlled through the beliefs that we hold. So instead of holding negative beliefs, we want to hold positive beliefs. And in believing that, we have to be so strong-minded in that belief. We want to reject anything else that threatens that belief, including our own mind, not just outside narratives and outside doubts, our own internal doubts. We want to reject those as well. We want to safeguard this belief as much as possible. And in these beliefs, you create a new reality from which you view the world from, your own perspective on reality. Now, if you need a perspective on reality, right, that is better than the one you currently have, go watch one of my previous videos where I broke down the concepts of the 5D, which enables you to start believing in yourself, start to carry more self-love, self-acceptance, understanding the concept of abundance, that you are already abundant. Nothing is more important than you. No materials that you want, none of that is more important than you, holds more power than you. So you are the abundance. And just with abundance in the world, there's always more. You are not in competition with anybody else. Just because somebody else is winning does not mean that there is not a lane for you as well. The reason why there's always a lane for you is because you are the only you. You are the only one in which controls your mind and see the world from the perspective that you see it. So it's all about how you leverage you. If there is a lane that is working for somebody else, that means that there is demand within that lane. And for you to hop into that lane, you will not be taken from that other person. You'll be crafting your own business within that lane, and y'all can win together. Everybody can win together. So in abundance, there's always more. There's always opportunity. We're not playing this game of survival where you have to win and put down somebody else in order for you to come up, and that we all can come up together. We don't operate within that way that they want to make us think. We're not in a jungle. So start to operate from the perspective that the glass is always full. There's always more. Don't compete. Leverage your own uniqueness, which God already gave to you. It's up to you to notice it and to start using it, which is your own mind. Find content that will keep reinforcing the beliefs of which you want to hold, and watch more of that content. Hold more of those ideas in your mind, even if you got to write it down on a piece of paper, and make sure that you're reading it every day. If you don't, and you go back to watching mainstream narratives and paying attention to this outside world that we seeing with our eyes, right? You're going to get right back plunged into a reality that you do not want to exist within. That is not conducive to your prosperity and your abundance. That just wants to take from you. If you got something out of this video, leave a like, subscribe, or comment, and I'll see you in the next one.